Hey guys, I'm back and I'm excited. I recently got 3 boxes. Well, 1 box with 3 little boxes in it from Off Grid. I love Off Grid knives. I've loved Off Grid knives forever. They make some awesome stuff from all price ranges, from high-end price range to very affordable price range. But I'm going to be looking at 3 new offerings from them over the next few days, and I have decided to start with the Grizzly from the Camp Kitchen collection. And this is another one where I couldn't resist. You guys know that normally I don't open the box until we're doing the unboxing together. I could not wait. I just couldn't. And I gotta fix my white balance because it's killing me here. Okay, so this is something that I looked at it. I saw it online, and I'll be honest. I messaged Carrie, who owns, does most of the designing for Off Grid all on his own, and I said, dude, I mean, we have a pretty good working relationship. We have done some custom like limited run stuff, worked for him in the shop before and everything, and I said, can you throw me a couple of, some of these new designs? I'd love to review them. And he's an awesome guy, and he always stands by his stuff. And he said, no problem, on the way. And in less than a week, I had 3 knives. So we just might see a giveaway of one of these. But the first one I want to look at is this Grizzly, because it's just awesome, and it's big, and it's bad. Who's bad? It's bad. So now this comes in sealed plastic, by the way. It's not there anymore because I looked at it. But you get an Off Grid sticker. You get the Grizzly, all about the Grizzly care and maintenance, so that you know what to do with it. This is very important right here, and I love that he put this on here because this is part of the Camp Kitchen collection. They've got some very sturdy, and we've reviewed some really tough bushcraft outdoors knives, and in fact, here's a card up in the corner to see one, and you can kind of see the difference. This is for camp and home kitchen. This is not for that rough and tumble hard use stuff, and you'll see the difference. But that's kind of why I wanted to. But that's kind of why I wanted to see this one, because it's different. So you get an Off Grid kind of little thing. They've got the Black Mamba 2.0 coming out soon, which I cannot wait for, by the way. I'm super excited, but like the whole product line here. But this is cool, because this is cool. And given the design of the knife, some of those things are fairly important. So anyway, you've got Kydex. Now notice it doesn't come with like a tech lock or anything for carrying. Why? Because it's not an outdoors carry knife. It's not for that. It is to protect it. Now, I guess you could neck knife this giant thing if you wanted to. Or you could put a tech lock on if you wanted to. But that's not what this is for. So keep in mind that. It's not what this is for. This is a camp knife, a kitchen knife. But yeah, so you've got Kydex, which is very nicely done. It's got drainage built in, because you want to keep this thing dry, but it's made for to protect the knife in a drawer or in the campsite or whatever. By the way, holds it very securely, but easily lets it out. Now it's a big piece of OS 8, which they do. By the way, Off Grid does great cryo treatment on all their OS 8. Beautiful black wash finish. Great G10 scales. I mean, this thing is grippy, and in a kitchen environment where things might get wet, might get oily, whatever, it is great. It's a little bit thin, a little bit narrow, so you can get a really good grip on it. Kitchen knife style, not more of an oblong bushcraft kind of style handle, but nice. But you can see it is a big, thin kitchen prep kind of blade. Now this is why this thing is not going to work for you, and if you decide to use this for batoning, chopping, outdoors chopping kind of stuff, you're probably going to chip your blade, break your blade, and it's going to be on you. It is a very thin blade, especially relative to the height of the blade, because it's not designed for those kind of tasks. Now, I personally am willing to bet the way that Off-Grid does their cryo treating, their heat treating and stuff on OS 8, that this blade will hold up to a lot. I'm not going to test that. And it certainly is comfortable, but it is more of a, it is exactly what they said, a camp and home kitchen knife. But as a camp kitchen knife, look at all of the blade you get, and I really like it. It is practically a full flat ground blade. You just have that little bit of a big thick spine on there. I'm loving the balance on this thing. It feels really good. You don't feel that at all, but I know what you guys are gonna want, because it's a camp kitchen knife. So there we go. You're gonna want to see it do that without me holding the tomato down. Nice. And we can so finely skin the tomato. Very, very nice. Very nice. And it's a stainless, it's not a carbon. So again, it is a steel that is not, I mean, they make stainless. Let's see, can we get a real thin? We can get a real thin. Real thin little slicey dice there. But also, very nice, easy to just shoop right through it. So like I was saying, it's a stainless, not a carbon. So they do make stainless steel field knives and everything. But normally a knife this size and shape, if you were going to take it on a big outdoor adventure, you'd want it a nice tough carbon blade and everything. Thicker stainless steel, you would perform well in a thicker size, but that's actually a nice fresh tomato. I'm going to bring some meat into this. Oh, Tato, did you hear the M word? I have a beautiful, delicious looking flat iron steak that me and Tato are going to share while the boys are out with Mom. Doesn't that look good? Oh, it looks good. So, first of all, beautiful. Beautiful. We can just, look, you can just shave this meat. No effort whatsoever. We can make cheesesteaks out of this if we wanted to. Now, one thing I will say is that it's not a cleaver. I don't think it's meant to be a cleaver, because if you were going to chop on a board like this, just the handle position is not quite right for that. Number one, you're going to nail your knuckles on the board. Number two, it's not high enough. A cleaver intentionally has a blade that comes down away from the handle so you can chop. It's going to do all kitchen knife preparedness things for you, and we can even do a real thin slice. Like if I was going to prepare jerky, you just push it right through the meat. You don't even need to draw it through. So I was going to prepare some jerky. This would be great for that too. It's a real nice kind of kitchen food prep sort of knife. And again, that grip is just fantastic. The coating and the OS 8 steel will resist most things. You just got to make sure that, again, you take care of it after you're done. Now you can do some basic chopping with it, but it's not a cleaver. You got to remember, it's not a cleaver. That is not what it's designed for. Overall, nice shape, nice weight, feels really good. Jimping is really effective for it. That handle texture just really lets you get a great grip. Now, I'm not getting it all wet and bloody, but if you were camping, processing your food, stuff like that, your kill, it could do that for you. You can kind of choke up and get your finger out there to really, if you wanted to do some real fine cutting work, you can do that and get some real fine cuts there and trim it up and everything. I think it's a really good knife. I've not been disappointed by anything from Off Grid yet. I really like what they do for us, what they have. Carrie's a good designer. He knows his stuff, and he's a knife carrier. He's not just a guy that sells stuff. He carries it. So cool beans. So as always, I'll give you a link to Off Grid so you can check out all their stuff. This will definitely be on the favorite fixed blades list on the Amazon influencer page, and you can check that out. I'll give you a link to find this on Amazon if you want. But on the Off Grid website, if you're not an Amazon Prime member, they always give you 2-day free shipping. So, and great customer service. So the weight on this is really nice too. Just a little bit back heavy, but that's because of the big scales on there. But it carries it just right, so you can really maneuver it around and do what you got to do. I really like it. And you'll probably see this in more videos as I'm working with food and stuff like this. This is really cool. I really like this one. So my question is, what do you guys think of it? This will absolutely. You'll probably see it in like food unboxing type videos and stuff like that, because it's just such a great slicing, through the meat and stuff type blade. Yeah. Well, what do you guys think of it? I like it. Your thoughts in the comments, please let me know. And honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with an Off-Grid blade at any of their price ranges. You just can't. We got some other Off-Grids. I think I'm going to give away one of the folders because I think that has a wider fan base that you guys will like, but we'll get to those. So let me, another shout out and thank you to Off-Grid for sending these to me. And in general, I also have to thank my Patreon team, because although this was not a video that they helped fund, they are helping out with the vast majority of stuff on this channel. But also, shout out and thank you to everyone else out there watching, because without you there wouldn't be a channel. And just know that I appreciate every single one of you. You're all absolutely awesome, and I'll be back again real soon.